it is.
Okay, so we want to get into this. We've had this information for a day or two, but we've been so busy. It's just hackers stole records detailing the phone contacts of almost all AT&T wireless customers in one of the most serious breaches of sensitive consumer data in recent years. The company disclosed in a securities filing Friday. The cache include the numbers called or texted by more than 100 million customers between May 1st and October 31st of 2022. As well as one day in January 2023. It contains the numbers themselves as well as the frequency and combined duration of the interactions, but not the consumer's names or the content of these communications, AT&T said.
Man, it just sounds like they're selling your information to me.
Well, they did. You know, when Donald Trump came in, he passed a law. They passed a law where actually consumers' information could be sold to, you know, big corporations or whatever. And people don't realize that's when you started getting those scam calls. Like, hey, this is blah, 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 your AT&T, your Amazon, your iPhone account.
I get calls, I get all that stuff. Yeah. Hey, how are you? Like, just random stuff.
Yeah, it's always an Indian dude, too. Like, one time they called me because something happened with my bank. Oh, no, I sent money to my friend through Facebook, and his account was hacked already. So the money's just sitting there because they never could get the money out. But they started calling me saying, oh, this is your bank calling you. I'm like, bro, it sounds like you in a car right now. And then I call my bank, and they masked the number to look like my bank's, 1-800 or 24-hour hot number and shit. And like, I call him, and I call my bank, and I'm like, yeah, man, I got this dude on the line. He's calling this. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to put him on three-way. And so, because my bank could talk to him, and I put him on three. I was like, hello, but he hung up. So I was going to get him.
I feel like, man, they should be held accountable for these type of things. And it's not, because this is all of our information. This is just not, I'm not an AT&T customer, thank God. But, at the end of the day, they need to be held accountable for letting our information leak out like this. And they're just telling us about it. Look, this happened in 2022.
Well, yeah, and I remember that happened. You know? It happened before this too. It's happened twice in the last 5 years, I think, to AT&T. Their stuff just keeps getting hacked. And I got AT&T.
They just put this out now, though. I mean, you're talking about they're not going to re-put this. They're probably just releasing the fact that this.
I would have put it out now too. I'm like, he who has the freaky island that shall not be named. Paperwork came out. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden's barely coherent. Throw it out now. No one will see it.
I mean,
they're hoping nobody will see it.
You're wondering, like, what else are they? Because people put their sensitive bank account information on their phones. Everything's on your phone. Your pictures, everything. I mean, in your text messages, you're allowing. What are they doing? I mean, it's what kind of?
They're like, you're gonna get the call like, hello. Do you remember back in October 28th when you planned to cheat on your wife?
I mean, you almost think that it has something to do with stuff like this. Maybe it has probably a lot less to do with the people who we like, the smaller people, but maybe it has more to do with just you're grabbing certain information, but they grab it all just to make it look good. But who knows, man? That
makes sense. Like they grab that actually makes sense because think about it. Why would you they said it was 10 million customers between May 1st, January, February, March, April, May. Actually, that's a long time. That's May through the October 31st. And then they just one day. That's what makes it suspicious. The one day in January 2023. Mm-hmm. They had to get certain information. So that makes a lot of sense.
It's a grab for something that they're trying to get. Senators strike bipartisan deal for a ban on stock trading by members of Congress. A bipartisan group of senators on Wednesday launched a renewed effort to ban members of Congress